Back guys, another NVM vlog, and in today's vlog we've got this beautiful 435 diesel. It is a twin turbo diesel, 313 brake horsepower and 630 Nm from factory in X-Drive form. This car's actually been tuned previously by somebody else. Customer's not happy, so we're going to bang it on the dyno, see what it's running, and then take it from there. So I don't know if you guys can see there, but it ran 329 brake horsepower and I think it's about 643 Nm. In all honesty, that ain't much of a gain from stock. Boost pressure is quite high as well. EGT temperatures are quite high, intake temperatures are quite high. All around, it's not a very good tune. Looking at the graph, looking at the data log, what we're going to do now, we're just going to put it back to stock as to how it should be from BMW and see what it should be at base with the stock boost pressures and stock fueling. We'll see a bit of a comparison and take it from there. We just loaded BMW original flash update on the vehicle, so it's completely stock, and we're at 295 brake horsepower and 604 Nm of torque. So the previous tuner has only gained around 35 brake horsepower and about 40 Nm of torque, which is quite shocking with the amount of boost that's been added to the vehicle. So we're going to get the intercooler upgrade today, a pipercross panel filter, and start mapping again and see what we can achieve by the end of the day. So guys, as you can probably tell from the dyno results, it wasn't the best of gains from the other tuner, but it is what it is, and we've put it back to base. Even on the standard base, BMW software intake temperatures were creeping up, and that's why we advise an intercooler upgrade. So we're going for a CSF intercooler here, which is probably the largest intercooler you can fit on this model in the standard position, and we're going to add a pipercross panel filter to allow a bit better throttle response and mid-range power as well. So final results on the stock ECU with the intercooler upgrade and the pipercross panel filter, 307 brake horsepower and 616 Nm. If you have a look at the graph has gained power throughout the whole rev range, so you're gaining about 10 to 15 brake horsepower throughout the whole rev range, and torque mid-range is absolutely savage. What we're going to do now, we're going to load it on with a base stage 1, which is not even accounting for the intercooler, and then we'll start calibrating and changing the settings and the boost and the fuel to equate for the lower charge temps that we're getting. So all around, a great result for 2 bolt-on mods. So guys, just on a base run, we've hit 361 brake horsepower and 725 newton meters. So it's exactly where we wanted it to be, with about 2.1 bar, 2.2 bar. So it needs to be a bit more, and we're going to take into account the intercooler and the pipercross panel filter, and a bit more boost and a bit more fuel in top end as well. So quantity is actually coming down the more we've run it on the dyno. We'll go through a couple of more calibrations and see what we can get today. That guys is our final result. It's getting quite warm in here, but the intercooler is doing its job. We're at 383 brake horsepower and 774 newton meters of torque. So it's exactly what we wanted. Between 380 and 395 is what we usually see, and this seems where it needs to be fair, based upon the boost and the fueling that we've required for on the quarter torque limit in the ECU at 780 newton meters as well. So guys, you can see the CSF intercooler works, and you can see tuning it on the dyno is what makes a difference with these vehicles. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.